Hello, school psychologists, teachers, parents of students with behaviors. Today I'm going to go over some of the tools that I use with students with behaviors that I either provide to the teacher or I use in my counseling sessions to help improve students, whatever their reason for having that behavior, to try to target it and teach them more appropriate behaviors, how to get their needs met, and how to exhibit those expected behaviors in the classroom so that they can have a happy school day. So the first tool I want to talk about is social stories. So social stories I do use in my counseling sessions, but I also provide them to teachers all the time. And I have several. There's some right here. I've made about 7 or 8 social stories. I really like this coloring book thing that I've come up with because the student, at least in their counseling session, it has spaces to write in their name, their teacher's name, their school name, and their grade. So it really personalizes that story for them. And then it gives them solutions in the story to how to change their behavior and reasons why. Look below. I do have links to my other videos that I've gone over a few of my stories specifically and like read them aloud, and other ones I haven't quite gotten there yet with my YouTube video making. But I'll have the link below for the different books also, just if you want to check them out in my store. And with social stories, sometimes when I just give them to the teacher, or I'll have the student color the book with me in their counseling session, and then we'll take it to the classroom and we'll show the teacher. And I really encourage the teacher to read it like 2 or 3 times a day to the student, especially if it's related to those behaviors on the playground, just to read it to them right before they go to the playground. The next tool that you can use with students with behaviors is an anger thermometer. So I like this for my students with poor anger management. And it's a great tool that I have a video link to a really great video that kind of teaches the student about regulating their emotions and thinking about their emotions on a thermometer scale, so that when they're starting to feel, going from green to red, elevated, they know to ask for a break or tell the teacher, I'm in the yellow zone, or I'm turning red, or whatever kind of words they want to use so that they can communicate, or even just if they're nonverbal or just don't have great language skills, they can just point to the thermometer on their desk. I like to laminate it so that they just have it and it can't be destroyed very easily. And they can use it to communicate to adults how they're feeling, and learn to recognize in themselves that, hey, I'm feeling angry or I'm feeling frustrated because, maybe so-and-so called me a name, and they can use that as a tool and then think of a strategy. It really is that tool that's like the stop, wait, and now what can I do? Do I need to take deep breaths? Do I need to go outside and take a walk? Do I need to just put my head down or color, or whatever the strategies are that you have been working with them on, or using, giving them tools. Maybe you have like silly putty or Legos or something that is calming to them, soothing, so that then after a few minutes of that, they can return to the task that's challenging, that was causing them to go from green to yellow and red. So the next tool, and pretty much the final tool that you can use in your classroom with students, is that positive behavior rewards chart. Here's my son. He wants to participate. So you might already have like a classroom system, like a clip chart or dojo points, or some other kind of classroom system for students that earn tickets for a prize or whatever. Sometimes it's even just a school-wide positive behavior intervention plan. But for certain students, you're going to need that individualized plan. Something that can be on their desk or in a folder, where they're going to see that you're giving them a happy face, a check mark, a star, a sticker, and identifying when they finish that task, then they get their sticker. Then they finish 3 tasks and then they get 3 stickers and they can earn their break. Something that's a little bit more personalized and structured for the student based on what the behaviors are that they're exhibiting, whether it's aggression or eloping or just staying in their seat. If they've reached that level where they need something personalized, then you're going to have to use a behavior reward system. This is right here if you don't know how to make one, or it's just too time consuming to figure out, or your school psychologist is not cool like me and making all kinds of behavior reward systems for everybody. You can buy here, it's $3, and there's 9 different choices or variations, and it's a Word doc, so it can be personalized to the student, and then you'll have it for all of your other students also that in the future are exhibiting behaviors, which hopefully you won't get any more, but sometimes we get students with behaviors, but every year is different. So students, one year you might have the kid that's always throwing pencils, and then the next year you have the kid that's crying, hiding under her desk, and then the next year you have the friend that likes to run out of the classroom and there's nobody to follow them and you don't know where they are. So by using a personalized behavior reward system or chart, you can help turn those negative behaviors into positive ones by teaching the student that when they do the expected behavior, whether it's every minute, sometimes for students, you got to give them a check mark, to every 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you really just have to personalize it on how often are they exhibiting that negative behavior, and then figure out with your chart what's attainable for them. You can't make it like, oh, at the end of the day, you're going to get that break. For some students, that works. But for other students, especially if they're having behaviors on a regular basis, they're going to need more frequent breaks. And I know it doesn't seem fair to the other students, but that's just the way it goes until you can get that student to learn those positive behaviors. Okay, I hope this helped you learn about some tools that you can use to help improve students' behaviors in the classroom. Maybe I'll try in the future to make like a specific tutorial on how to create a behavior reward system. But for now, I don't have that much time because I'm a full-time school psychologist. So maybe over Thanksgiving break. Okay, have a good day. Hope I helped you think of a plan for helping your student with behaviors.